Coming up, tighter security at airports and on highways. Your weekend travel forecast next. And bad weather strikes. Watch what happens after lightning hits the clubhouse at Muirfield. And some tips to protect you and your family now from the threat of West Nile virus. 10 TV Eyewitness News at 11 is next.
The human spine consists of 33 vertebrae. Through it, nerves run to the brain, sending messages to all parts of the body. If you think about it, which you don't, SBC works pretty much the same way. The only difference is our backbone, our networks reach across a good part of the country, sending vital signals not to hands or feet or eyes, but to communities, companies, families. These days, it's not real fashionable to tell the world how big you are. But the nearly 190,000 people at SBC are here to say they're proud of what they've built and how they've built it. Some might say that takes a bit of backbone, too. A big company, a big responsibility. Infinite Service, SBC.
Our top story tonight, safety on the roadways and in the skies. Central Ohio gears up for a long holiday weekend. 10 TV Eyewitness News at 11 starts now.
From WBNS, 10 TV, Central Ohio's most watched news station. This is 10 TV Eyewitness News.
Good evening, I'm Angela Pace. Dave Kaler has the night off. With tightened security in place, about 4 million travelers expect to pass through our nation's airports this weekend. Now that's down about 7% from last year. Even so, at Port Columbus, airport police are at full staff. Local police aren't taking any chances on the roadways either. AAA estimates 29 million people will drive this weekend. New tonight at 11, 10 TV Eyewitness News reporter Kelly Hudson joins us from a sobriety checkpoint in Hamilton Township. Kelly?
The Franklin County DUI Task Force is rolling right along over my shoulder. They kick things off here at 9 p.m. tonight. So far, 700 cars and trucks have passed through. There have been 2 arrests. And if you think you can pass go without a seatbelt on this road or any other, think again. Over the last 4 hours, State Trooper Lucas Griffiths has stopped to help a driver in trouble 3 times. A flat tire is the least of his worries, though, this holiday weekend. In between SOS calls, he's pulled over plenty of lawbreakers.
Most of them involve speed. 2 of them involve seat belts and speed. The third one was a driving under suspension while speeding and not wearing their seat belt.
Road travel is much higher this weekend because thousands of drivers that would otherwise fly are behind the wheel. Trooper Griffiths says he's watching out for seatbelt violators just as much as speeders and drunks.
It's doubly important to make sure you buckle that seatbelt up.
Brandon, get in and buckle your belt.
Raquel Stinson knows that means kids too. So before she pulls off, all belts are on.
I make sure my kids are buckled every time.
The seatbelt enforcement blitz and the sobriety checkpoint will continue here on State Route 23 for 23 South until 3 o'clock this morning. If you get stopped for not wearing a seatbelt, get ready to pay up at least $55. Reporting live, Kelly Hudson, 10 TV Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Kelly. And off the roads, a dangerous weather display at the Memorial Tournament this evening. 10 TV Eyewitness sports anchor Jeff Hogan joins us live from Muirfield. Jeff?
Well, let me tell you, a weather delay at the Memorial Golf Tournament is not that uncommon, but what took place just outside the clubhouse, actually lightning hitting the clubhouse, people scurrying everywhere, that was extraordinary. Personally, I've never heard anything related to weather create such a loud noise. It sent golfers scurrying full sprint off the course, and play was stopped. The last group finished just before 8 o'clock tonight, and wouldn't you know it, 27-time Memorial starter Roger Maltby was there.
Boom. And at that point in time, I was feeling pretty sorry for myself because I'm supposed to be at home watching some Little League games tomorrow. And I was thinking, oh, gosh, if I have to come back and finish tomorrow morning, this is the worst of all scenarios for me. But, you know, we were lucky to get back and get done.
I'd say it sounded like a transformer blew up, but the sheriff's department did check out the area. Lightning did hit the clubhouse. There wasn't any further damage besides that, and a couple of scared people, players and caddies running around. We've got all the highlights coming up in sports just a few minutes.
All right, well, Hoagie, we'll see you then. Definitely a pretty rough start to the weekend. Doppler 10 meteorologist Chuck Gurney is in for Mike Davis tonight with your Doppler 10 first forecast. Chuck?
We're looking at a round of thunderstorms that'll develop here around 3 o'clock this morning, as you can see here just west of Columbus at the present time. The radar right now across the area indicates that these showers and thunderstorms now are just beginning to move into the extreme southwestern corner of the state. You can see them over by Cincinnati over here, and they will gradually begin to overspread into central Ohio by about, I would say, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Key factor for tomorrow's third round, strong thunderstorms possible late in the afternoon. Revving up the Doppler 10 Future Track Enhancer, we are going to zoom in on a small area right across Muirfield. That's going to be coming up in just under 10 minutes.
All right, thanks, Chuck. Across the nation tonight, another terrorist warning. This time, the Transportation Department is warning subway and rail systems nationwide. Now, the warning does not mention specific cities, and it is not confirmed. At the same time, extra security is in place at national landmarks such as the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island. Special equipment will scan faces and then match them against the FBI's terrorist watch list. In spite of a recent terrorism alert, investigators say there is no sign that terrorism was to blame for an apartment complex explosion in California. FBI agents did respond to that scene, but a preliminary investigation indicates the explosion was caused by a gas leak. That blast critically injured one man. Washington, D.C. police say they don't know if Chandra Levy died in the park where her remains were found. And we probably won't know until at least next week how she died. Police are still searching the area where Chandra Levy's body was found. Back here in central Ohio, in a somber showing, the Columbus Police Department paid tribute to its own this morning. Outside, officers laid a wreath at the memorial to fallen officers, and inside the department, Lieutenant Christopher Claypool's name was added to the memorial display case. Claypool was killed last year by a hit-and-run driver who was never caught. New tonight at 11, she was convicted of harming a child. But tonight, a former Upper Arlington babysitter is out on bail while she waits for an appeal. Mindy Francisco is blamed for severely injuring an 11-month-old girl 2 years ago. The child has permanent brain damage now. Her parents recently sued Francisco and the child care referral agency that recommended her. Also new tonight, plans to build a grocery store near Muirfield Village may have hit a new snag. Neighbors in Dublin, Jerome Township, and Concord Township met with state agencies after a tour of the site for a proposed Kroger store. Now, some are looking for ways to keep the residential land along Glick Road from becoming a commercial zone. Classifying the area as a wetland might do that.
We're a Category 3 wetland. There's a lot more hoops to jump through. It has to meet, the filling of the wetland has to meet a public need.
The Army Corps of Engineers will determine the site's wetland status. Concord Township must also rezone the land before a store can be built there.
Warmer temperatures mean an increased risk for West Nile virus. What you can do to protect your family.
And tens of thousands of people will be there, and security will be tight. Tonight, a brand new list of do's and don'ts for OSU's spring commencement.
Closed captioning is brought to you by the Original Mattress Factory. Genuine value from the inside out. The 2002 Memorial is shaping up. Saturday at 2. Who's on fire? And who's fading fast? Highlights from the early rounds and setting the table for the rounds that count. Saturday at 2 on 10 TV. Saturday, Rob Lowe is a former IRA operative on a mission to save Hong Kong from terrorists. Both seek to reveal the truth behind an old contract. Who will get there first? On Dangerous Ground, the Jordan West Mortgage Weekend Matinee, Saturday at noon on 10 TV.
How much can crop injury like this cost you? Using this imitator product instead of Roundup Ultramax could result in a 5 bushel per acre yield loss. Watch how fast that adds up. On every 100-acre field, the imitator product could cost you $1,000. Every 300 acres, $3,000. Can you afford to lose all this? Stick with Roundup Ultramax. Proven crop safety, proven safe on your yields.
Backed by Roundup Rewards.
Ah, yes, the sounds of summer. Fountains gurgling. Steaks grilling. Sprinklers oscillating. And yes, mosquitoes electrocuting. Everything for the outdoors at Meijer.
Raising state taxes on cigarettes is all but a done deal. The question now is, how much will that tax go up? A Senate plan to balance Ohio's budget calls for a 50-cent hike. Earlier today, the House Finance Committee called for a smaller increase of 31 cents. Now, since the House and the Senate failed to reach an agreement, lawmakers are still working late tonight to form a plan to eliminate the state's $1.7 billion deficit. Outside the State House, Governor Taft paid special tribute to Ohio's veterans. The annual Memorial Day wreath-laying and commemoration recognizes the sacrifice of our men and women in the military. The governor also paid special tribute to Ohioans who have lost their lives since September 11th, presenting Ohio flags to their families. Well, tonight we know more about tighter security that is planned for the upcoming OSU graduation. Because President Bush may be there, parking is now banned around Ohio Stadium on that day. As we've reported, tickets are required, and you will have to go through metal detectors to get inside. Also, you are advised to get there early. The ceremony is scheduled to start at 9:30 the morning of June 14th. Now, the university will not guarantee admittance after 8:30 in the morning. Last year, West Nile first hit Ohio.
Remember that West Nile showed up last year at the end of the season when it was unlikely that people would be particularly affected.
But this year is different, and conditions are ripe. Coming up, some tips on decreasing your risk.
You want to talk about ripe conditions? We've got thunderstorms on the way for us this evening around 3 o'clock in the morning. And as we take a look at the Doppler 10 Future Track Enhancer centered over Muirfield at 5 in the afternoon tomorrow, we may have some strong to severe thunderstorms. We'll have more on that coming up in a moment.
10 TV Commit to be Fit is brought to you by Cardinal Health, Grange Insurance, and the Ohio State University Medical Center.
All right, let's see here. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths.
A real fixer-upper for artistic creative types. Formal dining room.
A sweeping staircase. Oh, honey, a fireplace. Doesn't that sound fabulous?
Honey.
What do you think?
We'll take it.
The new 6-speed Acura CL Type S.
All-American summer fun starts with All-American Summer Favorites, on sale now at Big Bear. Save on gold label USDA Choice New York strip steak, great on the grill, just $3.99 a pound. Oscar Mayer wieners, 1-pound pack, buy 1, get 2 free. And fresh whole watermelons, just $3.98 each. Plus, Breyer's ice cream, buy 1, get 1 free with your wild card. This week at Big Bear.
Breakfast at home or breakfast at McDonald's? For the breakfast tastes you love, served up hot, fast, and fresh. Now enjoy the great taste of McDonald's new glazed apple fritters. Served up warm and bakery fresh. Great with a hot cup of coffee. McDonald's new glazed apple fritters, just 99 cents each. McDonald's, open early. Rise and dine.
We invented the first minivan. Today, they're the best-selling, most award-winning minivans in the world. And now they're easier to get into during the National Minivan Sales Event at your Chrysler dealer. Now we'll match your $1,000 down payment and add a $2,500 cash allowance for $4,500 down on select models. And make no payments for 90 days. Plus, get our 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain pledge. Get to the National Minivan Sales Event.
Just in time for the long holiday weekend, the City of London is arming itself against some unwanted pests. Crews were out late last night spraying for mosquitoes. 5 more spray nights are scheduled throughout the summer to try to keep the mosquito population and the looming threat of West Nile virus from spreading. And of course, as the thermometer goes up, so do our chances of getting the West Nile virus. 10 TV's Andrea Camburn reports that this wet spring after a mild winter could be bad news.
Well, many of us loved the warm winter. Now it looks like we may pay for it this summer. As temperatures rise, so does the risk of getting West Nile virus.
We already know that West Nile's in this area. There was West Nile last summer. It's here now.
Columbus Health Department workers are starting to look for mosquito breeding grounds. Favorite spots are old tires or anything for that matter that holds stagnant water. Wiggling larvae have already hatched. They join adult mosquitoes which survived our warm winter. Many of those insects carry West Nile virus.
Remember that West Nile showed up last year at the end of the season when it was unlikely that people would be particularly affected.
But this year is different. Mosquitoes infect birds, mostly blue jays and crows. Then other mosquitoes bite them and infect us. The disease is new to the birds. They have no immunity, so more will get sick, and in turn, so will more of us. But Dale Harmon says the future may be brighter. As birds develop immunity and pass it on to their babies, there will be fewer sick birds to harbor the disease. For now, though, seniors with health problems are the most at risk.
This is a mild disease, so it means that only about 1 person in every 5 who actually contract it will get sick enough to even notice. But yes, we could have a bad year.
Now, West Nile virus is a form of encephalitis. It attacks the central nervous system with headache, fever, and swollen lymph nodes. 7 people in the U.S. have died of West Nile in the last 2 years. Now, to minimize your risk, repair those broken screens, clear out underbrush, and use mosquito repellent. And if you find a dead crow or a blue jay, be sure to call the health department. I'm Andrea Camburn with your Health Source Report.
So the question tonight is, will we get a break from the rain this holiday weekend? Chuck Gurney is in with another check of your weekend forecast. Fingers all crossed, Chuck.
Sorry, ma'am. Can't help you there. You know what? It's Saturday evening after about 9 or 10 o'clock. We'll be done. The latter half of the weekend will be okay. Take a look right now at our live dual Doppler 10 radar. We're watching some showers beginning to move in, and they will skirt by around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning here in Port Columbus. Central Ohio, Delaware, Franklin, and Pickaway County have some showers over here as well. But you know what? I told you about the fact that we've got some thunderstorms on the way for us tomorrow as well, and it is going to be a weather maker for us. We're going to take a look right now at the Doppler 10 Future Track Enhancer centered right over Muirfield. Now, this at 5 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. This is a big weather situation here developing. You can see that we have strong thunderstorms moving in. Now, granted, this shows at 6:10 just on the edge of Muirfield, but watch what happens here. When I see these flare-ups over here, this red shaded area moving in across southwestern parts of Union County, and then we start to see shades of white over here around 7 o'clock or so just west of Muirfield. That a little too close to call to say that the latter half of tomorrow's third round is going to be uninhibited by weather. If this speeds up, it may very well arrive sometime between about 3 or 4 in the afternoon. If it slows down, it could be somewhere around 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening. So it does look like we have strong thunderstorms on the way for us tomorrow for the latter half of the third round. You'll definitely want to take note of that. Overnight tonight, we're looking at 55 for your low temperature. On Saturday morning, it'll rise up to 65 degrees. And of course, we have a few showers on the way for us. They will taper off, and then we'll be dry roughly between about, say, 10 o'clock and around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, with additional thunderstorms, though, developing and firing up strongly late in the afternoon and early in the evening. Dom Taberry, you've been warned about this one. We've got some strong thunderstorms coming up from Muirfield tomorrow afternoon. course, he'll have live reports for you if possible, and if not, he'll be here in the studios for you. You can see we have showers and thunderstorms across Ross Pike and Scioto County. And as we take a look at the satellite picture, you can see we have cloud cover just about everywhere. As far as today's weather is concerned, we had a couple of kabooms in central Ohio from thunderstorms, and now what we're watching is another round of thunderstorms moving in around 3 o'clock or so. Not severe thunderstorms, this aspect, but drifting by around 5 or 6 o'clock, and then we will be cloudy for the remainder of the morning, hazy by midday. And then as we get into the afternoon time, we start to see thunderstorms fire up back to the west over here around, say, 5:30 or so, and then gradually begin to track into central Ohio around 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening, right over central Ohio. So your forecast is shaping up like this. Our high temperature is going to be pushing up into the 80s tomorrow, but for Muirfield, what we're looking at is temperatures that will be in the upper 50s overnight tonight, and then gradually warming up from 65 on Saturday to a high of 80 degrees with southwesterly winds 10 to 20 miles per hour, and then thunderstorms developing around 6 o'clock or so in the evening on Saturday. The Doppler 10 5-day forecast shows after that high of 80 on Saturday, the final round should be dry and 72. Dry weather for Memorial Day as well with 78 degrees. Tuesday and Wednesday, upper 70s and low 80s.
All right, leather lips at work.
Barely so, in a big way, too.
Thanks a lot, Chuck. Well, the wait is over. After a year and a half, construction is finally finished, and the new emergency room at St. Anne's Hospital in Westerville is open. The expansion means the hospital can now handle up to 80,000 patient visits a year. St. Anne's added a child's playroom, an x-ray facility, and a new computer system. Well, tonight, ultimate frisbee is on the minds of some Bexley residents. Bexley High seniors took on Bexley alumni to raise money for the school's new playing field. Now, the initial goal was to raise $2,002 to mark the class's graduation year, but they ended up raising more than $3,900. The game ended in a tie. 3 students came up with the idea to give something back to their school. Great idea. Looks like fun. Well, Jeff Hogan is standing by at Muirfield Village. He is teeing up his sportscast, round 2 of Muirfield. Hoagie?
Yeah, ultimate golf is what we're talking about up here. We are at the halfway point and only one weather delay, so I think we're under par along with a lot of other guys. We've got highlights up next.
Free long distance. No roaming. Nationwide. Did I mention free? Of course you have to be on our network, not their network. Our network is someplace.
Don't get trapped. Get Singular Nation. Never pay long distance, never pay roaming. It's that simple.
By free, we don't mean without charges. There will be charges, of course, what I'm trying to say.
Self-expression is simple with Singular Nation.
It's your day off. Spend it wisely. Come to Super Saturday at Kohl's this Saturday only from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Save 33 to 40% on all swimwear for the entire family. Take 50% off all men's Dockers and Croft & Barrow shorts. Celebrate America with patriotic tees. Adults $5, kids $4. And get ready for summer with 50% off our entire summer living patio shop. It's Super Saturday at Kohl's this Saturday only. Kohl's, that's more like it.
This is Chuck Strickler with a 10TV Community Fax. Support the 10TV Family Fund and young golfers. Purchase a golf ball and you could win up to $10,000. Call for details.
Rhodes Furniture's Memorial Weekend sale is bigger and better than ever. Save on anything you want for anywhere in your home. And we're not just talking sale prices, but Memorial Weekend sale prices on everything in the store. Better yet, you can buy and save today with no monthly payment and no interest till 2004. Plus, check out a special selection at 10 to 25% off.
This is our best Memorial Weekend sale ever.
Always better, always Rhodes.
Buick, official car of the PGA Tour, welcomes the pros. Central Ohio, you don't have to wait for the Memorial Tournament for a great drive. Right now, Buick delivers the Sabre with $3,000 cash back. Best-selling full-size car 10 years running. Best fuel economy, highest model loyalty in its class. After $3,000 cash back, the Sabre is available for under $22,400. Get a great drive at your Columbus area Buick dealer today.
Well, there was a round 2 disruption by the weather and the leader today, as some crazy things happening up on that leaderboard. Just when we thought the lowest number had been posted earlier in the day, guys just kept going lower. Another one came in. Jack Nicklaus, how about this? Low enough for a weekend run, I'll tell you that. Vijay Singh on 14, the birdie. He goes 8 under par for the championship, just 2 off the lead. Harrison Frazier, somewhere down there. He'll be in the final group tomorrow. He birdied 15 after that great bunker shot. Shot 65 today. He'll be paired with Justin Leonard, who eagled on 15. This is approach coming in. He also shot 65, 10 under par. He is your leader. Former roommates at University of Texas. As we check out the board, these two guys at the top, Leonard and Frazier. Bob Tway, then Vijay Singh, a couple of former winners here at the Memorial, and Stuart Sink among a group at 8 under par.
I mean, I just have to come out and see what the weather's like and you know, what the golf course is kind of giving up. If it's windy again tomorrow, it'll be a little more difficult. But if we have some rain, it's going to be soft, and I'm going to have to make a lot of birdies.
And if you get the ball in the fairway in this golf course, you can attack it. It's a especially if you get a little bit of rain, the greens soften up a little bit. They're nice. The ball's not spinning back, so you can have your way with it. You can go ahead and throw it in there.
Right after the news, we have complete first round coverage in our wrap-up show. Is there a sponsorship drought on tour? We'll tell you. Plus, hear the difference between the morning and afternoon players rounds today. The Cincinnati Reds welcomed back Ken Griffey Jr. into the outfield. Makes it a crowded place. Now there's 4 of them out there. They'll wait for a more stable rotation until they decide who the 3 in that place will be. For tonight, the Reds, they traveled to Atlanta to face the Braves. There's Griff in his first at-bat, first inning, a single. Bottom of the 3rd, though, it's Vinny Castilla for the visitors. And Castillo, with the bases loaded, unloads them. The double down the line made it 6-1. Griffey went 1 for 4 on the night. Reds lose, though, 11-2 the final. Over in the American League, the Indians went north of the border to match up with Toronto. Top of the 4th, Ellis Burks, run-scoring single. And it's Jim Thome at the plate. He kind of slashes that one into left field. Cleveland, though, has enough gas in this one. 5-2 the final. Cleveland a winner. The Big Ten baseball tournament, OSU tried to stay undefeated as they played Northwestern. OSU 5-2 winners over the Wildcats. E.J. Larada got it done on the hill. Now, for our shot of the day, play of the day, we like to focus on some of the bizarre sometimes, and that is certainly what this is. On the green, Brad Faxon's ball. How about the incoming? On the 3rd green, Scott Verplank's ball. Verplank's Faxon's knocks it all the way to the back of the green. Rule says you have to bring it back where as close to you can remember it originally was. Faxon ended up making birdie and not getting cheated out of what was a great shot. We've got plenty more great shots coming up in just a few minutes on our wrap-up show, Memorial 2002. We're back in just a few minutes with that.
All right, that shot looked like croquet out there, Hoagie.
That's right.
All right, thanks a lot. Teachers playing students, students playing teachers. It's happening tonight at one local high school. We are stage-bound. Next.
One of those situations where we've got thunderstorms on the way for us tonight, and I've got a new map I want to show you detailing Muirfield Village for tomorrow afternoon. We could have some potentially strong thunderstorms moving through.
The best bring it all together, like the 2002 Nissan Sentra. You're moving up. Sentra will get you there with 126 horsepower and 35 highway miles per gallon. You're stepping out. Do it in Vogue with European-inspired styling. You demand the best. Nissan lets you drive our best without the high cost. Plus, with low 0.9 APR financing, bringing the best together has never been easier. Nissan. Driven.
I thought I was beating the system.
She's not alone.
I didn't know about big lots or closeout shopping, but Jerry, he got me to see, you know?
We started small.
A $13 Barbie for $6.99. I mean, come on.
Then we did food, we did furniture.
It's about standing up and saying, I am nobody's puppet.
Big lots, brand names, closeout prices, happy people.
Closeout shopping changed me. It can change you. just let it.
The largest hailstorm in history to clobber an automobile dealer hit last week just southeast of Columbus, Ohio. Over 3,000 cars, trucks, and vans from all makes and models have been pelted with hail damage. Some have tremendous damage. Some are barely visible. In all cases, both new and used, people who purchase these vehicles at the Reichert Mega Mall will be saving thousands of dollars. It's one hail of a sale. The largest hailstorm claim in automotive history at the Reichert Mega Mall. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Get to the Reichert Mega Mall. I-70 to 270 South to State Route 33, 1/2 mile.
This Memorial Day weekend, Lowe's kicks off the summer with great savings. Get a gallon of our exclusive Olympic interior latex satin paint for only $10.97. That's a $6 savings. And at no extra cost, we'll match any color with Olympic. From watermelon pink to corner macabre yellow. But hurry, because now when you use your Lowe's card, make no payments and pay no interest until January 2003. So make this Memorial Day weekend even more memorable and come to Lowe's.
The Lexus ES 300. A Germain Lexus of Dublin and Germain Lexus of Easton.
All right, this is what we're going to look at right now. Doppler 10 Future Track Enhancer right now centered over Muirfield between 5 and 7 tomorrow. We're looking at some potentially strong thunderstorms that'll be passing across the area. And it could be accompanied by some gusty winds and some strong hail as well. So that is not a good sign, especially if you're a golfer. They can play in the rain. It's the lightning that does them in. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it'll be 80 tomorrow, but we are looking for thunderstorms. It'll be popping up late in the afternoon for the final part of the 3rd round.
All right, thank you very much, Chuck. In your morning Columbus Dispatch, all 88 counties in Ohio now know how much they will get in the first wave of anti-terrorism spending. Read more on this in the Dispatch. Mayor Coleman is disappointed about the hundreds of jobs that pulled out of downtown Columbus, but he is not giving up on his plans to inject life into the heart of the city. And it's not new homes or jobs, but downtown did end up with a swarm of bees. Okay, read all about that in your Saturday Columbus Dispatch. Well, some area teachers headed back to class tonight, or at least they acted as though they were headed back to class. At Columbus West High School, teachers played students, and one of the students played a teacher. Just Desserts was a night of movies, skits, and playlets, and just like it sounds, the night mixed an evening of theater with dessert. Too much fun. Have a great weekend.
Vehicles are known for capability, and now during the Jeep Challenge, we rule on a whole new level, starting with our 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain pledge on engines and transmissions. Plus great prices on our go-anywhere vehicles, like Jeep Liberty, now priced around 19 grand. So take the Jeep Challenge. You'll see we're hard to beat.
Hey, you guys got to give me a head start next time.
Great products, great protection, great values. Take the Jeep Challenge. Check one out at your Jeep dealer.
It's another Meijer grand opening, and between all the special deals and special surprises, you'll discover a pretty special store. Toys that can trigger a smile. Produce, meat, and deli for the busiest mom or pickiest cook. And so much stuff for the house. You'll feel right at home. Now you know why all our grand openings are called grand. Meijer.
Hey, bro, you need a hand with that thing? Yeah. There you go.
The Dodge Dakota offers best-in-class cargo and payload.
Woo! What is that? You can put your arms down, you know. That'll be good.
Grab Dodge's 7/100 powertrain pledge plus $2,000 cash allowance or low financing. Ford, GM, and Toyota don't match this.
By now, you've probably heard about Mega Millions and its Mega Jackpots. And have you thought about playing in groups? You could play in big groups. You could play in small groups. Work groups. Just about any group you want. See, playing Mega Millions in groups increases your opportunities of winning. So get your group and play. You just never know. Hey, I like that guy.
Sorry.
Mega Millions. Odds are you'll have fun.
1, 2, 3. The Buick Drive is alive.
1, 2, 3.
The Great American Car Company delivers $2,000 or even $3,000 cash back. $2,000 on Buick's remarkable Rendezvous. $2,000 on the value of Century and the power-packed Regal. $3,000 cash on Park Avenue and an amazing $3,000 on LeSabre, America's best-selling full-size car.
And Bob Daniels, the only thing missing is you.
10 TV's coverage of the 2002 Memorial Tournament is brought to you by SBC, Ordinary People, Extraordinary Job, and by Lexus.
This picture might be worth 1,000 words, but the events of 6:18 p.m. this evening just cannot possibly be explained. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Memorial 2002 edition. I'm Jeff Hogan, and we'll get to that story in just a moment. But first, we want to welcome you to the Media Center Auditorium. The events included thunderstorms late this evening, and we had to seek some shelter. Rain did alter the end of